Hello friends, myself Dr. Saurabh Chaudhary, MBBS, MD Radio Diagnosis and Imaging, Professor and Head at a medical college here, would speak on an important topic from the Bhagavad Gita, and that is the power of speech. So I have a slide to share with you, which I'll be showing today, and that is right from the Bhagavad Gita, and we'll be discussing this. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 17, shloka 15. Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priya hitam chayat swadhyaya bhasanam cheva vangmayam tapuchyate. Anudvega karam vakyam satyam and priyam. Austerity of speech consists in speaking words that are truthful, pleasing, beneficial, and not agitating to others, and also in regularly reciting the Vedic literatures. Now we know that such kadwa hota hai, and no one likes a kadwa thing. For example, neem, karela, these are the things which generally people don't like, but they are beneficial for health. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita that speak words which are truthful, but it should be in a palatable way. What is tact? Tact is the art of pinpointing others' mistake without making him feel bad. Generally in this world, when we speak the truth, other person doesn't like it. And there is a way which we can learn from the Bhagavad Gita. In the purport to this shloka, it is said, one should not speak in such a way as to agitate the mind of others. Today in Kali Yuga, we see that small talking causes huge friction. A small spark may lead to something like a forest fire, and there is a lot of quarrel in today's world. Here it is mentioned that, of course, when the teacher speaks, he can speak the truth for the instruction of his students. But such a teacher should not speak to others who are not his students, with whom he doesn't share a rapport, because it will agitate their minds if he speaks the truth. This is penance as far as talking is considered. Besides that, it is better to be silent rather than speaking nonsense. When speaking in spiritual circles, we should not just speak what is coming to our mind, but we should speak quoting scriptural authority and backing whatever we are saying from the scriptures, from the words of God. At the same time, we should talk in a way which is pleasurable to the ear, which is musical to the ear, because everyone likes the sound of the kako, the koel, and no one likes to hear the sound of the crows. By such discussions, one may derive the highest benefit and elevate human society. There is limitless stock of Vedic literature, and one must study this. This is called the penance of speech, according to the Bhagavad Gita. Covering today's topic in simple points is that one need not speak in a way to agitate the mind of others. There are certain skill sets a person can learn, which we will be covering in the next slide, that you speak the truth and yet it is in a palatable way. Isn't it interesting to do that? Something is better than nothing, and nothing is better than nonsense. Generally, we speak just as we feel about others, and that could be very hurting. Just remember when someone spoke badly to you, how do you feel? And we carry that feeling somewhere or other in the body. For example, when a person becomes angry, there is redness, there is fast breathing, there is palpitation. As a doctor, I can tell you the harmful effects of such speech, speaking, or hearing can cause a total emotional havoc to the body. And whatever we speak should be backed up from the scriptures. Nowadays, there is a lot of speaking, but that is not backed up from the scriptures, and people speak whatever they like. By such discussions, one can actually derive the highest benefits, and there can be elevation of human society. So I was thinking how to put all this in a nutshell, and I have done it by a beautiful formula which all of you can remember, and that is RKNTPCNIC. Right kind necessary, according to the time, place, and circumstance, and according to the needs, interests, and concerns. Right. Whatever we speak should be from the scriptures and should be backed up by the words of God. We just cannot speak around whatever we want. It should be kind. And at the first place, we should think, is it really required that I speak? Because speech requires vital energy. And some people just keep on blabbering and blabbering and blabbering. And there is wastage of vital energy. So the yogis, the rishis, and munis keep silent. Sometimes they are in maun. They keep silence and they speak only when required. And when such people speak, that power of speech is very much. And one should not speak anywhere, anything, whatever he wants. It is told in the scriptures that one should speak according to the desha, kala, and patra. It should be according to the time. There is a right time for speech. When a person is very disturbed, you don't speak that time. Wait. When the right context is there, when his mood is okay, then you speak. And that's why you will hear sometimes in the scripture, Vishnu is telling to Narad, Sahi samay ka pratiksha karo vats. Sahi samay ka pratiksha karo. And it should be according to the place. For example, when you are in Rome, speak in Roman. You cannot go and speak something different language at a different place because people won't understand you. And it should be according to the right circumstance. The most important thing in speech is it should be to the needs that should fulfill your needs, and it should be able to fulfill the other person's needs. When we get a good feeling, that means our need is fulfilled. When we get a bad feeling, that means our need is not fulfilled. So whatever we speak should be fulfilling our needs and the other person's needs, and then such speech has meaning. Otherwise, some people, when you go in front of them, they keep on speaking and you end up in a headache. We don't need to do that. We need to speak whatever is fulfilling our needs and fulfilling the other's need. And when we speak in an audience, your speech should be able to fulfill the common needs of the whole audience in collective consciousness. And the interest of the other person should be served. Otherwise, there's no meaning to such speech. And everyone in his life has a zone of influence and a zone of concern. Your concern could be the whole universe, but have you that influence? No. So we should speak only in our zone of influence. You should slowly increase your zone of influence to such that it coincides with the zone of concern. Otherwise, thinking about why the world is like this, why Corona is creating such a problem, what will happen to this world, that is outside your zone of influence. So can we limit our speech to the zone of the influence only, and it should be well within the zone of the concern, right? So thank you very much for giving your patient hearing. My other YouTube videos also speak on different concepts from Bhagavad Gita and practical life problems. So last but not the least, I would like all of you to remember this golden formula before you speak to others anything from next time. And that formula is 𝐷𝐬𝐻𝐿 Thank you very much. Meet you with our next YouTube video. Please like, subscribe my channel and put your valuable comments. For each and every comment which is put in the YouTube comment section, I will be personally answering all your questions. Thank you for now. Goodbye. See you.